You're drinking again, huh?
Oh,
Let's go give you a PBT then. We're gonna give you a PBT right now. John, go administer a
I was
PBT.
drinking yesterday.
Mr. Bodges.
Sorry about that.
I hope you don't have a bond condition on that other case that says no alcohol. Mr. Bodges, that's why you got lippy with me last week. You're drunk. Counsel, I'm gonna pass that.
All right, Your Honor, thank
For
you.
two, is that for 2 months or 3 months?
For 1 month, Judge.
I cap it at 70. 75.
Yep,
75, I'm sorry.
That would bring us to $4,306.31 in total rent and late fees. We have $184.17 in costs. I believe that puts us at $4,490.48.
Yep. Defendant failed to appear, default judgments entered, writ date will be on the 12th. And again, I'll ask you to submit those this morning if you can, please. Let's see. You have Redwood. Redwood versus Gennaro, Cason, and Sarah Denson. 2600220.
Your
Either
Honor,
one.
I did not have either one check in.
Okay, you can go ahead, Mr. Cox, state your appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron Cox appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, I apologize. I'm pulling up the late fee on this one to make sure it's accurate. Yep. Judge, we have going to be $4,181.17 in rent to retain. There is $170 late fee. And then, Judge, we have costs in this case of $223.56. The total being $4,474.73.
Defendant failed to appear. Both defendants did. They are in default. Default judgments entered in favor of the plaintiff against defendant. The writ date will be February the 12th. The amount to be paid to save it is 44743. Progressive Housing, 2600148.
Judge, I think we did the progressive housing file already.
Thank you. Thank you. We did. Do you have any more?
The last one I show, I've got the Epic versus Chmielewski, Lefebvre, and Van Horn.
Yeah, that there. Did I take it?
I've got that file ending in 221, Judge.
I accidentally passed that somehow. Or didn't call that. I called the rest.
Do you need the case number, Your Honor?
Wait a minute. Is this, yeah, I got it, I think. Epic Property versus Ariana Chmielewski, Dustin Lefevre, and James Van Horn, 2600221. Ma'am, your name?
Ariana Chmielewski.
Are any of the other defendants here, Lefevre or Van Horn?
He is not.
Well, there's two of them.
Oh, okay. The Dustin Lefebvre is not. He resides in Texas right now. We did split apart.
What
That was
about
the
James
father.
Van Horn? What about him?
He's on hospice right now.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mr. Cox, states your name.
Good morning, Judge. Aaron Cox appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Did you listen to and understand their rights, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, yes.
And do you wish to speak to a lawyer?
I don't think so.
Do you intend to apply for funding? Talk to me.
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm just trying to think of that might be the best option, and I will do that.
How much is owed? Give me the total balance. I don't need a breakdown.
Certainly, Judge. The total inclusive of costs is $1,406.80.
So ma'am, you better kind of get going on that. If you want to apply for funding, I'm gonna give you
Your Honor,
wait,
I shouldn't,
wait. I'm gonna give you February the 23rd at 8:30. You have to apply for funding and get us the proof of that by the end of, within 5 business days. The total you owe was 1406.80. I'm going to adjourn this until February 3rd.
okay, yes, Your Honor.
Your
February the
Honor, that's
23rd
the
at 8:30.
23rd. No.
23rd at 8:30, sorry, Monday morning.
The- the-
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor. The
you
23rd.
understand? Do you have any questions?
I don't, thank you.
Any more of these, Mr. Cox?
That's it for me this morning, Judge. I think we've got a one with you later this morning, but that's it for
Have
me.
a good one if I don't see you. Thank you.
You as well, Judge. Great to see you.
You too. Do I have LVNV versus Zakaria here? LVNV funding versus Christopher Zakaria.
I'm bringing Mr. Jamal in right now. I don't have anyone for Zakaria, though.
Well, bring in. Mr. Jamal, state your name, please. This is LVNV versus Christopher Zakaria, 2504529.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Jamal, on behalf of the plaintiff.
You guys paid for a second mailing, right?
I'm sorry?
Did you guys pay for a second mailing?
Let's see.
Second mailing.
I'm sorry
Oh,
for
this
what, Your
isn't a
Honor.
landlord tenant. I'm sorry. I
No.
was doing landlord tenant. My mistake.
Not a problem. Your Honor, I will say this is set for a pretrial today. I did notice I logged into the wrong courtroom initially, and the wrong Zoom number was on the notice to appear.
Call up Miss Pylon, will you, counsel, and tell her, will you do that for me and I'll pass this case?
She is actually on maternity leave right now. I know she's got a couple of other attorneys assisting her. Really, I mean, if we can just get a scheduling order, I can make sure to reach out to one of the attorneys that she's typically working with now.
I get into that. You know how many lawyers I'll have show up for pre-trials?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Why didn't she get somebody to show up for her?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. Like I said, I do know that the Zoom number is wrong on the notice of hearing.
Make sure it's right next time. We'll reschedule this to February 23rd. Jennifer and Linda and whoever else at 8:30. Okay. Or
Okay,
you tell
that's-
me. You
I
tell
was
me.
going to say 9 o'clock.
You're the boss. 9 o'clock it is.
2:23 at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, great. Thank you, Judge.
Have a great day. Thank
You
you.
as well.
Granite Televalley versus Ronald Allen Bodges, 2600001.
Is that you? You're granted? Right to the podium.
Good morning, Your
Oh.
Honor. John Capitan, appearing on behalf of Granite Televalley, P61901.
Your name? Name?
Ronald Allen Bodies.
You're drinking again, huh?
Oh.
Let's go give you a PBT then. We're gonna give you a PBT right now. John, go administer a
I was
PBT.
drinking yesterday.
Mr. Bodges,
Sorry about that.
I hope you don't have a bond condition on that other case that says no alcohol. Mr. Bodges, that's why you got lippy with me last week. You're drunk. Counsel, I'm gonna pass that.
All right, Your Honor, thank you.
Granite Televalley versus Dilisla Monet Sanchez and Brandy M. Kilgore. 260004545. Good morning, ladies. What's your name?
Brandy Kilgore,
And what's your name? Pardon?
Bailey Sanchez.
How we doing?
Sir, how are you?
Counsel, your appearance?
John Capitan, appearing on behalf of Granite Televalley.
I see. I can't even read my own writing, but you must have been on Zoom and you couldn't get on Zoom. I adjourned it a week. Did you two listen to and understand the rights? Okay, let's start with you. Ms. Sanchez, you listened to and understood the rights? Do you wish to speak to a lawyer? Do you intend to apply for funding?
Sure.
Ms. Kilgore, did you listen to and understand the rights?
Yes, yeah.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer? And you're saying you've applied for funding, Ms. Sanchez? With who?
And DHS.
When did you guys submit that application?
Submitted this morning.
Did you bring it to the court?
Verification on my phone. It didn't.
You're gonna go down the hall and show probation. We're gonna adjourn this to February 20, not probation, to the civil department. February 23rd at what time, Linda?
9 o'clock is good.
At 9 o'clock, okay? Go down, you have to provide them with proof of that right now.
Oh,
You come back. Mr. Capitan, what is the total amount owed?
Oh,
I don't need to hear a breakdown
All
now.
right, right. The total amount owed is $4,318.92.
So ladies, you better get moving on this. They're not gonna give you that kind of money, I don't think.
no, sir. We are actually disputing $1,027 of that. Kayla Valley received $1,027 in money orders from us on the 27th of November. And they called us, I believe it was about the 20th of January, saying that the money orders went non-sufficient funds. So I contacted.
Do you know anything about that, Mr. Capitan?
Your Honor, I do not know anything about that at this time.
Who's this?
However,
You're from LB, you're from Granite?
Yeah.
Come on up here. Your name, ma'am?
Suzanne Brandon, Granite Telegram. I brought all the correspondence on those NSF money orders.
How do you get a money order? I thought you had to pay for a money order.
You do, and I
How can that-
requested them to find out who signed them. It says that they were cashed out. to-
Where you in possession of, well, but wait a minute.
It's gone through 2 banks, and they both came back against that.
Where'd you get those at?
I got them at Myers, they're Western Union.
Okay, hang on.
Contacted Western.
Hang on. Don't slow down. Go back to Meyer.
We did. They could not help us there at the Myers.
You're gonna have to figure this out. I don't believe this lady would be in here telling me that they were NSF checks if they weren't NSF checks. If she did that, she knows she would have absolutely no credibility with me until I leave this bench. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
So you're gonna have to go over and figure it out. Something happened.
we've already been doing that. We received copies of the checks from Western Union. And those checks stated that they cleared their account on the 19th of December.
Yes.
They were NSF again on January 23rd. I have all proof.
Sit down, you two, before you leave, you three, and go through the paper. Something's wrong. So you guys check it out. You come back for a court date, February 23rd at 9. And I just want you to know, it's gonna be your responsibility to make sure those funds were cleared. And you got 4318 less 1027, so you got somewhere in the neighborhood of 4191, and I think it's 82 cents. So that's what they think you owe, if you paid that, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's what I'll do. I'm adjourning that. You guys figure it out. But I don't think she'd be in here telling me they bounced if they didn't bounce, that's all.
And where do we go to submit the proof for assistance? You told us to go submit proof for assistance that we applied for?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You're gonna go down to the civil department. All right, thanks. Which one's Mr. Bodges? You're all set, ladies.
Here,
Which one does he have again, John? Do you know? Mr. Bodges, what's your case number? I mean, what's your apartment?
Granite, Granite.
Your Honor, it's 26
Yeah, Granite Tele Valley versus Ronald Allen Bodges, 2600001. Well, you're drunk enough. I mean, you're legally drunk. You're 088. Who's this with you? Who drove here?
She did.
Does he have a bond, Heather? I want you to call Heather.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, you want her to pop on again?
I do.
Okay,
Okay, ladies, you can go out in the hallway
Yes,
and talk,
that's outside.
okay? I don't know what you're doing, Mr. Bodges.
I'm ready to be down good. I would have.
You don't go yelling like you did at me last week on here. You got me. No, 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 no. You don't do that. I don't care if you've had 49 vodka tonics or whatever else. You don't do that. Now you show up drinking again,
Yesterday.
Mr. Bodges.
Yes, sir.
Alcohol basically dissipates at the rate of 0.125 per hour. That means if you stopped drinking at 11:30, you were somewhere in the neighborhood of about a 2.0. I can do the math easily if you're interested in an exact reading. So if you're telling me you haven't drank since yesterday, then you were highly intoxicated before you went to bed. And that's your prerogative. If you don't have a bond condition that says you can't drink. Heather, I would like you to check and see the felony that Mr. Bodges has, whether or not he has a no alcohol provision in there.
What is the first name, Judge, on him?
Ronald, R-O-N-A-L-D. We burned it over. I don't remember. It's a felony. I don't remember if I
Okay,
did.
okay, that's why I'm looking at. Okay, so it's a bound over case.
Right.
With Judge Hessen?
When did this get bound over? Just
Did your
recently?
case get bound over from district court, Mr. Bodges? When were you in district court on the felony charge, sir?
Was it?
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you.
I'm sure. So maybe.
October, he thinks.
No, Your Honor, I think it's November
Oh,
3rd.
I do see one in here that was bound over on November 18th.
Was that mine or Judge Hessen's?
This one was yours.
Is there a no alcohol provision in that?
Let me take a look on this one. Yes.
That's what I thought. John, I'm not going to swear you to an oath. You took a PBT reading this morning on Mr. Bodges, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name.
It's John City.
I didn't mean to stump you.
Yeah, that's how to think about it for a minute.
Point 0.088 he had, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I think probation needs to notify, or somebody needs to notify the courthouse, whatever judge is assigned, that Mr. Bodges showed up here. And this is the second day. He smelled of alcohol last time. I didn't have him tested last time, which I guess was last Tuesday or on the 27th. So, I don't think you can handle this case while you're drunk, Mr. Bodges.
I'm looking for a term right now. I got a call two of them last week. 4 of them last week. I 2 poor for legal aid and 2 maybe too much for paid legal aid. So I called a couple personal lawyers. And I just got paid first.
You're to come here without drinking next week. That was what I told you to do when I set the bond on that case. Now you got a now according to her, and I'm not going to get into this, you got a felony. What's the charge again?
That charge was, let me make sure. There was 3 counts. The first count was assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder. Count 2, assault with dangerous weapon. And count 3, assault with dangerous weapon, felonies, assault.
So you got a 10-year felony and 2 4-year felonies pending.
Yes, sir.
And you're
Gonna keep that.
and you're violating a judge's bond conditions. Now, if I had jurisdiction, I'd lock you up right now. Once I sign that bind over certificate, I don't have jurisdiction, which is why we're going to notify the court. Counsel, I'm adjourning this 1 week. If you come here, I'm giving you a PBT again. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And next time, I'm not gonna adjourn it. There's gonna be consequences for you showing up here like that. I'm gonna adjourn it 1 week to February. What do I have? The 9th, is it?
Yes, February 9th at 9:30, Your Honor.
At 9:30 in the morning. Ma'am, did you drive here? You're not gonna let him drive, right? Because that would be a crime. Okay? That's all I can do, Mr. Capitan.
Thank you.
You need to straighten out your life. Good luck. Thank you. Granite versus, let's see, I think I've covered all the granites, haven't I?
Yeah, you covered all the granite, and I just have Bridgewood and Orland's Place.
Let me call those Bridgewood versus Brianna Avila and Derek King Jr., 2600189.
John, excuse me, John Capitan appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Are they here?
I did not have them check in, Your Honor.
Excuse me. Okay, counsel, you paid for a second mailing. I'll take it. You can take a default.
We did, Your Honor.
Okay.
Rent is $1,463. There's one late fee for $75. Filing and service fees are $154.18. Attorney's fees of $75. That brings it to a total of $1,767.18. So we asked for
Say that again, 1,700.
$1,767.18.
Okay. Default judgments entered. Defendants failed to appear. Judgment will enter. Writ date will be February the 12th. The amount to be paid to save it from the issuance of writ is 1,767.18. You have Orleans too, right?
Yes, I do.
Orleans Place versus Melissa Bryant or Carlisha Bryant, 2600192. Is Carlisha Bryant here?
I did not have her check in, Your Honor.
Counsel, you can take a default on this one if you'd like.
All right, Your Honor, we move for default judgment of possession. The rent to retain is $2,259. One late fee of $75. Filing fee and service fees of $103.54. And then there's the attorney fee of $75 for a total of $2,512.54.
Defendant failed to appear. Default judgment will enter. Writ date will be February 12th. The amount to be paid to save is 2,512.54.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
I think that's it. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Tanglewood versus Billy Miller and Kimberly Miller. File number 2600225. Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Good morning,
I did
Judge.
not have either Miller's check in.
So you can take a default, Mr. Joseph. State your appearance, please. And
Thank you, Judge. Joe Joseph for the plaintiff.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. At this time, we would move the court for entry of a default judgment for possession only. The rent to retain is for $1,464.36. We have a late fee of $50, and then the court costs are $229.18. Total judgment request is $17.43.54 with a writ date of February 12th.
Defendants failed to appear. Writ date will be February the 12th. Defendants entitled to a judgment. The judgment amount will be $1743.54. And again, the writ date, February the 12th. Tanglewood versus John Paul, 2600227. Paul or Pal is the last name, Pall.
Did not have him check in, Your Honor.
A lot of no-shows today. Okay, you can go ahead and take your default.
Thank you again, Judge Joe Joseph for the plaintiff. At this time, Judge, we do move the court for entry of a default judgment possession only. Rent to retain is $1,237.07. We also have a late fee of $50. Court costs $189.79, and that totals $14.76.86. We would be seeking a default judgment of that amount with a writ date of February 12th.
Defendant failed to appear. The default judgment will enter. Writ date will be February 12th. The amount to be paid to save it from the issuance is 7686. Tanglewood versus Alicia Shabazz,
Your Honor,
26228. Yes.
she is actually the owner of the home, and Jamie Rogers is the occupant, which she is out there.
Okay. Is Alicia Shabazz here?
No, Your Honor, she is not. Just Jamie Rogers, the occupant.
All right, ma'am, your name?
Hi, my name is Jamie Rogers.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph, your appearance?
Thank you, Judge Joe Joseph, for the plaintiff.
All right, so Shabazz didn't show up. You're entitled to a default versus Shabazz, but Jamie Rogers is an occupant. Ms. Rogers, did you listen to and understand the rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to speak to an attorney?
No, not at this time.
You intend to apply for funding?
Yes.
You intend to apply for funding?
Yes, sir.
You have 5 days to provide proof that you've submitted an application for funding. You'll have to bring it up to the courthouse. I'm going to give you an adjournment. I'm gone the week of, President's Day is my next docket, so we're going to have to move it to the 23rd, Mr. Joseph. I mean, I have to give 14 days, right? So
Yeah.
February 23rd at what
At
time?
9:30?
At 9:30. So ma'am, we need you to bring all that proof up here that you've made your application for funding within 5 days. Mr. Joseph, what is the total? I don't need a breakdown. Total balance owed.
Total balance, this includes February rent, Judge, $2,281.55.
So that's what he thinks you owe, ma'am. 228,155. Okay, so you apply for funding, come up with other money, and try to be able to pay that by the 23rd. Okay.
By the 23rd.
I mean, I'm gonna have to give my judgment on that day if
Okay.
you're denied funding as an example. If you're not, if it's still pending, I have another option, but I'm just saying, start to gather your money.
Oh, I'm working on it right now. We just had a minor setback. My husband, he just, he couldn't work for 8 weeks, so that
Okay.
kind of just.
All right. Well, I wish you well, and we'll
Thank
see
you
you
so
on
much.
the
I appreciate it.
23rd, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Tanglewood versus Antoinette Arnold, 2505193. Antoinette Arnold, state your name.
Antoinette Arnold.
Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, Judge Joe Joseph, for the plaintiff.
All right, so I've adjourned this 2 or 3 times for you, and now today is the date scheduled. I don't remember, you did not have your decision on the funding, or you didn't, what happened with the application for funding?
So I just got approved for funding on Friday. MHDSS is going to help me. They're not going to pay the full thing. They're going to pay 580 of the balance that's due, and then I'm responsible for the rest.
Okay.
And I just got a new job, Judge. So my last job, I had the lady that we were working for ran off with the money. We didn't get our checks. They owe us 4 checks. So they said we have to get it from the bankruptcy lawyer because the lady that ran off with the money, the company went bankruptcy. So that's why only reason I'm in a bind right now. But I got a new job and I can have everything paid by February the 20th.
All right, let's do this. Give me your breakdown, counsel, as to what is owed, okay?
Yeah, Judge. We show rent. Again, this is going to include February, $2,034.39. We have 2 late fees that total 100, so 50 each, and then court costs are 189.79, and that brings the total amount to 23.24 and 18 cents.
All right, so if they're gonna pay 580, that means you're still gonna be on the hook, ma'am, for somewhere in the neighborhood of about $1,744. So, any objection to that, counsel? Her paying in full by the 20th?
So I don't have the authority, Judge. Obviously, the court has its own discretionary powers, but I would have to object. Normally, I can work with, but this is kind of an older case. So
That's all right. I'll take it out of your hands. Ma'am, I can give you till
Thank
the
you.
20th. All right, ma'am? I
Thank
will
you,
do
Judge.
that following hearing, but you have to make sure you get all the money to them by the 20th. If you don't, you have to vacate. If you haven't vacated, haven't paid, they're going to evict you. You understand that, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so February 20th, and you can mark that down after hearing. Okay, counsel?
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you have more for me?
I have one other case, Judge, and it is Woodhaven Place
Yeah,
versus Anderson.
you're all set, Ms. Arnold. Just make sure you get that payment in by then. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge. Y'all have a great day. Bye
You
now.
too, thanks. Woodhaven Place versus Daryl Anderson, 2600146. Anderson,
Your Honor, I
Joe.
did not have him check in.
you can take a default on this, Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, Judge. Joe Joseph for the plaintiff. At this point, we would move the court for entry of a default judgment, possession only. The rent to retain is $4,945.65. We have 2 late fees totaling $140. Court costs are $178.54, and that total amount of the judgment is for $52.64.19, and we would be seeking a writ date of February 12th.
Defendant failed to appear. Writ date will be February the 12th. The amount to be paid to save it is $52.64.19. You are all set. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Riverside Townhomes versus Andrea Nicole Martinez, 2600145. Ms. Martinez, your name?
Andrea Martinez.
Nice and loud for me, okay? Mr. Mudar, your appearance? Mr. Mudar,
Yes, Your Honor.
I need your appearance. Start your video, please.
Understood. Just a hot second, Your Honor. I'm getting into a parking lot so I can properly address you.
Ms. Martinez, state your name again, nice and loud.
Andrea Martinez.
All right, Mr. Mudar,
Yes, Your Honor.
your
Good
name.
morning. Maxfield Mudar on behalf of plaintiff.
Ma'am, did you listen to and understand the rights on the video?
Yes, I did.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer?
No.
Do you intend to apply for funding?
No.
All right, counsel, why don't you tell me the total balance without a breakdown right now?
Your Honor, this is a termination of tenancy matter. We're simply asking for the return of the property.
I'm sorry. Ma'am, why don't you have to leave?
I'm sorry. Why don't I have to leave?
Yeah, I'm assuming the tenancy expired, counsel, and begin month to month. Is that what happened?
No, this is a matter of an unauthorized occupant. The defendant, I believe, had her mother living with her, and they initially went through the process of attempting to add the mother onto the lease, but the mother didn't pass the background check, so now they're asking for the return of the property.
Oh, geez.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's not actually what's going on. It's actually my mother's house, and she does have a lease. The notice to quit isn't actually accurate. She doesn't have a criminal background, so I'm not clear if they've got us mixed up or what the case was here.
Who's on the lease here, Mr. Mudar?
Your Honor, I believe be the named defendant, Miss Andrea Nicole Martinez. But if that's not the case, I would need to take a look at that and make that determination. This is all news to me, Your Honor.
So they allege that your mother resides with you. She's not on the lease, and your mother's criminal record does not allow her to be approved for the residence. You're telling me that that the lease is actually in your mother's name?
Yes, sir.
Well, were you approved to be on the lease?
They never said I wasn't. I did turn in an application to be put on the lease as requested.
Where's your mother?
She's here.
Well, let's bring her up.
Okay.
How you
Good
doing,
morning.
ma'am? How you
Good
doing?
morning.
What
I'm
is your
fine, thank
name?
you. Rebecca A. Fry.
Is it FRY?
Frye.
Who's on the lease there, ma'am? You or your daughter?
I am. I have been residing here for 13 years with the lease in my name. I recently had a medical illness and I had asked my daughter if she would come and stay and help assist me with some of the things since this is a bi-level here, where I got to go up the stairs for, carrying my laundry and
How
stuff.
long ago did you have the surgery? And I don't need to know anything more particular about the surgery.
June
I'm sorry?
June of 2025.
All right, so you're talking almost 8 months.
It wasn't actually surgery. It was kind of like, I don't know how they kind of actually were saying there's something wrong with my liver, so I didn't get an operation. It was a drainage.
All right, here's what we're doing.
Okay.
Counsel, why don't you check into this? Ma'am?
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm not talking to you yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm gonna adjourn this a week. I want to let everybody figure everything out. We'll come back here. Let me just give you some food for thought here. Ms. Fry, if you are on the lease, you can't have an unauthorized occupant living with you. You mentioned that she moved in with you to help you from some medical procedure. I don't want to talk about the medical procedure. Now, you might find a judge sympathetic, but this is 8 months now, so it must have been really, really, really serious for you to still need help. And that, by the way, is something that I cannot just write my own rules here. Mr. Mudar, why don't you talk to them before they come back? We'll adjourn this 1 week to February the 9th at
10:30, Your Honor.
and let's figure out, did you have a criminal charge on your record of some kind, Ms. Martinez?
Do I? Yes, very old ones.
Very old. They can't be that old. You're not that old. What years?
2014, I
That's
want to
not
say.
very old. That's, huh? I was still old back then, with 14. Okay, well, that's part of the problem here, I think. So I'll move this. I'll let you guys talk February 9th at 10:30. Is your manager here from Riverside right now, Mr. Mudar?
Your Honor, I don't believe so.
Tell your lawyer, your manager, I would like her to be here or him to be here next week. They can appear by Zoom.
Thank you, Your
Okay,
Honor.
do you have any more of these?
Your Honor, I believe this is the only one. And then are the parties, in addition to the manager, able to appear by Zoom or just the property manager?
Everybody
Thank you, Your Honor.
can appear by Zoom. Okay, thanks. HP Foreclosure Solution versus Woodrow Dawson, 2600156.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Devlin, P72877 for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Mr. Devlin. What is this? Your name, sir?
Yes, it's Woodrow Dawson.
All right, counsel, what is your allegation here?
Our allegation is that the property has some damage to it that threatens my client's investment after an inspection from foreclosure by advertisement.
What happened? They bought it at a mortgage foreclosure, right?
Yes, my client did that. We inspected the property. We found
Redemption period expired, right?
Not yet, Your Honor. We inspected the property and we lost track of Mr. Dawson and communicating with him about some issues we found with the inspection. And so we filed this action. Really just like to talk to him again, to make sure that everything is still okay with the property.
When did the mortgage sale, the foreclosure sale take place?
October 16th, Your Honor.
So you guys wanted termination on the basis that there's language in there that says that the property has to be kept in a reasonably habitable manner, and you want a immediate writ. Is that right?
Not exactly at this point, Your Honor. I think my client just wants to be able to re-inspect the property after the initial inspection and ensure that the issues that we found at that initial inspection have been taken care of.
Come here, let me talk to you a second. I hate these, by the way.
I know you do, Your Honor.
Well, I think any judge worth 5 cents hates these. I mean, you're saying bring your exterior ingress / steps to code at back door.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the main complaint?
That is the main complaint, Your Honor.
That's ridiculous. I want to know if there's a judge around, and don't tell me now on this YouTube here. Don't tell me now if there's, I don't, that is ridiculous. That was not the intent of this statutory language. And I'm unless you can tell me something else, what's wrong with the code? What's wrong with the steps? Can you tell me?
No, yeah,
I'm dismissing your case unless you can tell me something real quick, Mr. Devlin. I hate these. And I'm not the only judge that would hate these. It's ridiculous. They get the property and they can't wait to get their hands on it. These people still have the right to redeem the property. What do you have to say? Anything else? Otherwise, I'm dismissing this.
Your Honor, the stairs don't exist.
What's that?
The stairs don't exist.
He walked into court drunk, slurring his words, laughing like it was a joke. The judge didn't even let him finish. One look, one warning, and then the gavel comes down. This is a courtroom, not a bar. The judge snaps, furious at the disrespect. The room goes silent as the judge orders him removed from the courtroom immediately. No excuses, no second chances. You don't show up drunk to face criminal charges, and this judge made sure everyone learned that lesson the hard way.